If you need any Ultimate Team coins, head over to footcoinking.com. There's a link in the description, and if you use my discount code CHES, CHES, as you can see on screen, you'll actually now get a 10% discount for the rest of FIFA 14. Hey guys, how's it going? Chez back again, and welcome to the final episode of Luis Suarez's road to redemption. His road is complete. We unfortunately weren't quite able to win the Division 1 title in the previous episode. If you missed it, there will be a link to it as an annotation in the bottom left hand side of your screen. But just as an overall series recap, I thought we'd go through the individual players and the as you can see, the stats on screen, so you know, we can figure out how well we actually did throughout the 9 seasons, as you can see, that we have actually completed. Of course, we already had 1 or 2 players in the side already that we didn't need to change. So 9 seasons completed, 9 players added to the team, and of course I threw in a double header with Coutinho and Dani Alves as well, I think. So 55 games won, 10 drawn and 17 defeats, which is decent actually, I think, to be completely honest. I'm not the best FIFA Ultimate Team player, and to have won, what's that, at least 2 in every 3 perhaps, then you know, I think that's quite good for me. 7 titles, 1 total, plus 105 is our goal difference, so not bad at all. We definitely score more than we concede, and as you can see, we conceded 105 but scored 210. So in fact, we scored exactly double the amount of goals that we conceded, so that's pretty, does my number OCD, makes that happy, makes that side of my psyche happy. 53% average possession, which is decent, and 80% average pass accuracy, which actually I'm quite disappointed with. I do like to play quite a possession-based football game, and I am quite disappointed that I wasn't able to average higher than 80 over my however many games that we've done, 50, 60, 70, 77, 82 games, so yeah, probably could have done a little bit better than that though, but averaging 2.5 goals a game is still decent. I'm quite pleased with the overall stats that we got for the entire series. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the series. It was my first ever real RTG of this sort, and I did actually thoroughly enjoy making it, despite the handicapping etc., which plagued us throughout various times in the actual making of it. But we did okay. This team actually is really nice to play with. If you don't get handicapped, it's an extremely strong side. One obvious weak point is Coutinho in CDM, but the players around him really make up for that. So I would highly recommend, if you want to buy this team between now and the end of FIFA 14, then go ahead. It's worth around about 7.5 million on Xbox right now. I think it's more than twice that on PlayStation, mainly because Edinson Cavani is about £4 million or 4 million coins just on his own on PS4, whereas on Xbox right now he's just over $1 million, I think. So I'll go through and I'll sell everyone. Of course, I'll have to give the team of the year, Dani Alves, back to my coin sponsor, who was very kind enough to have lent me the player. So thank you to Footcoin King for that. If you need coins, of course, check them. But Petr did okay, played 36 games for us. Unfortunately, you can't check how many goals conceded, etc. Goalkeeper has, which is perhaps something that would be nice to go into FIFA 15. But anyway, let's have a quick look at the defensive. Aspi played, or Dave played 43, 2 goals, 4 assists. Not the best, not the worst, although he is only a left back. 6 goals for Gary Cahill, which is quite good. I really enjoyed playing with Team of the Season Gary Cahill. He's an absolute rock, although when I do get handicapped, it seems to be Cahill that is the worst player that suffers from it, as you saw in the game in the last episode, where unfortunately we lost 5-4 with those 2 Vincent Kompany headers. But 6 goals, 2 assists for Gary. 26 games played for David Luiz, only the 2 goals. I still don't really like David Luiz. Dani Alves only scored the 1 goal for us, although of course pushing forward with his high attacking work rate was able to pick up 6 assists in just 18 games, which is actually really good for a right back. Felipe Coutinho, really didn't enjoy playing with him, to be completely honest. 17 games, 1 goal, 3 assists, pretty average. Fellaini actually surprised me. I wasn't expecting too much from him, but I did enjoy playing with him. 16 goals and 5 assists, and he is very, very solid defensively as well. Extremely good player. Of course, we've got Lucas on the right hand side. 33 games played, 6 goals, 5 assists. Would have expected more from him, to be completely honest. And especially for that price tag as well. And I think it's actually gone up. I'm not entirely too sure. I will have to check before I sell the team on. But Cavani, really enjoyed playing with him. An extremely good player. Although got outpaced more often than perhaps I would have liked. But he is extremely strong. 8 games played, 4 goals and 2 assists. That's all in Division 1 as well, though. So 4 goals and 2 assists in 8 Division 1 games. Not to be snuffed at. Decent performance. Eden Hazard, once the full team was together. Look at those stats: 93 pace, shot, passing, and 94 dribbling. An incredible card. Once we had this full team put together, his performances went up a whole new level. He'd been decent, but he really kicked on once we had the full chem side in. 6 goals and 3 assists in the 14 games. And of course, we'll end with our cover star, of course, the main player throughout the entirety of the series. Played 86 games for us, all told 92 goals and 35 assists, although we did add a couple of assists for things like shots that came back off the goalkeeper, etc., or the post. But still, 92, over a goal per game ratio, which is pleasing. I did really enjoy playing with Luis Suarez on this in this series. I am looking to do a Road to Glory for the start of FIFA 15, but it won't be a player-based one, I don't think. I might do, what I'm thinking of doing is something that's goes back to old school Road to Glory roots, with the questionable inclusion or exclusion of coin sponsors on YouTube for FIFA 15, which is all up in the air at the minute. We don't really know what's going to happen, so I'm thinking of doing something really basic. Maybe calling it something like Back to Basics. Keep the title simple, keep the series simple, and just have a journey through Ultimate Team. Buy some players from the transfer market that you guys perhaps might want me to sign to fit into a team. Maybe we could do it, league at a time and have various different seasons of it. Perhaps, I'm not really too sure, but that's something we could look into as we head through. Maybe do some wages or something like that at some point in the series. It's something I'm looking to do, but I'm not really decided fully on as of yet. But that's going to bring this short episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching, guys. You guys have really showed this series some support that I really appreciate throughout the entirety of it. Ultimate Team doesn't go down so well on my channel right now, as we're towards the end of FIFA 14, but hopefully FIFA 15 stuff will be viewed a little bit more, enjoyed some more, and hopefully it can help the channel grow. So if you did enjoy the series, then feel free to hit that like button. If you perhaps are interested in a back to basics style RTG for FIFA 15, let me know in the comments section down below. But as for now, thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you for showing all of the support on this series. Of course, feel free to continue your support for the Dortmund Career Mode series and the My Player series. And the slot that this series goes into, I'm not necessarily going to have an upload every single time that this series would have gone up, but I will try and make some one-off videos that can go into those slots. They won't necessarily be Ultimate Team based, so perhaps it might appeal more to some of you career mode guys out there. But of course, the player predictions can't really continue, considering some of the high-rated players are having their stats announced as we speak. So you'll have to let me know in the comment section down below, perhaps something you might like to see in place of that. But I'm sure I'll think of something. I'll ask on Twitter as well, so feel free to follow me on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram if you want to do that. But that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching. I'm waffling at the end as always, and I'll see you next time.